Yo, what's up, guys? Your boy Manolo. I'm here with my guy JK, and today we got a real special guest, man. It's crazy, man, because I didn't think that this will even happen.
That's a fact, man.
Happened.
Another living legend, man.
Living
legend.
We got champagne in the building.
We got champagne.
Champagne. I had to do that. That's how hyped I am. That's how hyped I am.
Nah, that's
excited
a fact.
to be here.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Made mad shortcuts to be here. Like, this is the truth right here. Like, if y'all know anything about me, for me to shortcut anything, it's like you gotta make an appointment. This is the other way around. They invited me. I'm like, I got to do what I gotta do to be here. Feel that.
That's love. That's love.
Real shit, man, because we've been trying to do this for probably a week or two now. So today was I know you be running around, you busy. So it was I'm looking at him. He's like, is he coming? I'm like, bro, I hit him up. I said, I'm ready when you are. And I'm sitting here waiting. I'm waiting. And he said, I'm 5 minutes away. I said, ooh.
Yeah, so we said,
bro, we just got so hyped. Like, oh,
the minute you said, I'm ready, I must have been doing 65 up West Broad Street, uphill.
Yeah.
I was like, 5 minutes. I just don't know the number, but
on
5
the bike?
minutes. Nah, yes, sir.
Cool.
I just, once I passed the boys, I put the burners on.
Yeah. I'll be doing the same thing. Yeah, I'll be doing the same thing. I know where they at. They be in the cut by the church. I'm like, boom,
Yep.
we out. But yeah, let me explain to you, the premise of the show, so you understand why we want you here and why we so happy to have you here. So it's called the No Tomorrow Show because we believe in doing things today. We want to preach that to the people where it's any ideas that you have, just start today, man. Just stop pushing it for another day, and that's why when we thought about starting the show, you were one of the first people we thought of.
Appreciate you.
Because this is a small town, so seeing what you did and still doing, it's really inspirational, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Honestly, man, my boy used to call himself Lil Champagne.
Hold on.
That's right.
You know what? I am still called Lil Champagne on Instagram.
Go check his Twitter name right now.
Real
Or he's
quick.
on Instagram.
I know y'all see the brew. I'm off. L'chaim.
L'chaim. You dig?
Yo.
Little Champagne over here.
I did not call myself Lil Champagne after Champagne Poppy. It was because of
Yo,
you.
he be killing me.
He stole that shit
bro,
from
he stole
you,
that
bro.
shit from
killing
you,
me.
dog. Let's be honest.
I'm like, I don't care how famous you are, how much bread you got, my guy. You said Coquito in one of your captions. My guy, you even have one of my ICs ever in your life? Like, you got to switch up your crew. Somebody following me, you done took my name, you done took my product. You wildin'. Stick to rap.
Honestly,
Nah, yeah.
I love your music.
It's
I
out.
love your music.
I'm not
Stick to
jacking
that.
Drake right now, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pay homage to my guy
That shit
Champagne.
It's out.
crazy.
The original Champagne. I still have pictures of your store.
Okay.
Like the front sign.
Champagne's
I
World.
posted it one time on my Instagram years ago. I said, if you don't know what this is, you from out of town.
The funny thing is, there's a Facebook page. You from Haverstraw if ...
Yeah.
They did it for Mad Towns or whatever.
Yeah.
My guy, if I didn't flood that page, not me, but people about me,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you're out
there's
of
really
town.
not much I haven't done.
Yeah.
So
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
instead of all the regrets, I could drop dead right now on my kids. I live life. I done live 3 lives. I could put it that simple.
Yo, I believe it.
My biggest goal was live your life. I did that. I done lived my life, their life, the watcher's life, the hater's life. Like, I absorb all of it.
Yeah.
All of it. You hate me?
Yeah.
Great.
Yo.
Let's do lunch.
This
You know what I
this
mean?
about to be a
Like-
great podcast, yo.
Yeah, this is great. Nah, honestly, man, that's dope. Like I said, man, when we were talking earlier, you've been you Gucci. Mr. Gucci.
Mr. Gucci,
actually.
you Gucci.
Mr. Gucci,
Busy,
actually.
busy.
It's always business, man. Nah, that's a fact though. Like I was saying, bro, we've been looking up to you for a minute now, man. You've been put on for the city. I think everybody recognizes that here, man.
I appreciate
for
it.
sure,
and
for
the
sure.
crazy thing, it was by choice.
Yeah.
It was simply by choice. Nobody twisted my arm. Nobody
Yeah.
pushed me. No, nothing. I mean, it was weird how I got here.
Yeah.
But once I got here, I felt it. I felt whatever I gave came back.
Yeah.
Everywhere else I went, I felt like whatever I gave left. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
no matter how much money I made, no matter who I put on or what I did,
I see what you're saying.
no love came back. Fake or real, no love came back.
What you put out here came back so natural
Yeah.
that you kind of was like, yo, I like it here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open something here.
It was a snowball effect.
And before we get so deep into that, I want to start from the beginning, Champagne.
Yeah, man.
Depends.
I want to know
I got a few beginnings.
where were you born and how did you end up becoming the entrepreneur that you are today?
All right,
Like that's
so, to put this into the interview, I'm gonna make it like short, real simple.
Yeah.
Right. So, my dad was in the Army. My daughter's in the Army. I cultivated my daughter for that. She loved the idea. She went with it. And now she's in like 12 years. I'm proud, the proudest dad ever. I copped the crib at 36. I come from the projects. He who has the biggest car wins. We could give a shit about a crib. So you got a Maserati outside, but you in apartment 4B, my guy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I always said there's got to be something bigger than this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the whole military thing skipped me. I don't do good with authority. I never did good with authority. I'm a boss wherever I stand. I don't care if I'm in front of the president or I'm in front of a homeless person. I get recognized as a boss because that's where my blood made me be. I'm not trying to be better than nobody or I'm not belittling nobody. Like they once said, you respect the boss man in the office the same way you respect the janitor.
Yeah,
like
that's a fact.
I embodied so much so early that I didn't have a childhood. Cut straight through, simple. Like while y'all was playing with Tonka trucks and sand and the kiddie park, I was cutting up crack. You know what I mean?
What age? At what age?
At age 12, well, let me back up a little bit. At age 8, I was smoking weed.
Damn.
At age 8.
Where was this at? Like,
in the Bronx.
In the Bronx?
Yeah.
So you can't.
Yeah,
You went
we-
from. But first you went.
We
You were born in
bypassing
PR,
Puerto
right?
Rico. I was born in Puerto Rico. Went to Jamaica like immediately. My dad was in the Army.
Started
From
growing up in
Jamaica at
Jamaica.
6 years old, I went to Georgia, Fort Benning.
Yeah.
We lived on base. And Fort Benning, my mom got caught cheating. I don't know what happened with them. I was 6. But they split up. She dipped to New York, to the Bronx.
Yeah.
To her mother's crib. So she snatched me and my daughter. I was 6. And my daughter, her daughter. My sister was 4.
Yeah.
V. Mari. Who I named Mari after.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
I named Mari, V. Mari's her real name. I named her after my sister.
Okay.
Because we got separated, foster homes and all that madness. And I didn't see her. And I felt like this searching love for my sister, searching for your blood type of thing.
Yeah.
But when I found her, I ain't gonna front, she's a fucking bitch. And her life is crazy. And so she lived,
Hey,
she
that's
lived with
real,
me.
man.
Yeah, just
Keep
keep
it
it real.
Well, I
man.
found her in Webster Projects.
Yeah.
I pulled her out of that, pulled her up to Haverstraw, moved into the crib. She was wilding. We all feel a sense of pride, and we all feel a sense of like a boss figure, my blood. But we don't all delegate it the right way. You know what I mean? So her
Yeah.
thing was like, I'm bigger and better than everybody, and you sleeping on a cot, like that gets you nowhere. You know what I mean? 50 Cent was a great example because nobody gets to the top by themselves, right? He might admit it, he might not admit it, but the truth is, he built G-Unit. He built a unit around him. They rose to the top. He let them go, and he is who he is. That's a wonderful thing. Jay-Z built Rockefeller. They went up. He let them go. He is who he is. Puff Daddy built Bad Boy. They rose, and he let them go, and he is who he is. Same thing. Nobody, I don't care who you are, could make it to the top by yourself. The Rock, he got that $14 is the name of the company because he only had $14 on him, and now he's $54 billion. But if all those fans didn't raise you, and everything you linked up with didn't raise you, you wouldn't be there. That $14 would be gone, and you'd probably be weightlifting in Hawaii at mom's crib. You know what I mean? So I always had that thing.
Yeah.
Bring people up with you. Bring people up with you. Show them the way. Not my fault I'm surrounded by knuckleheads. Not my fault they don't accept what I'm giving them. Nobody taught me shit.
So
I
you were
elbowed
selling
my
crack
way-
at
wait,
8
I
years
didn't
old.
get
My
the-
bad, bro. My
No,
bad.
no.
I just don't want to forget that part.
Right.
He said,
So at
nah,
8
you
years
gotta let him
old-
get around to it. Yeah.
Right.
Bro, that's some real shit.
So at 8 years old, I'm smoking weed. I took weed to school. You know, they're roaches from an ashtray. My stepfather was Irish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I got different siblings from different parents. Well, my mother had a few on her own. My dad had a few. My half sister's Jamaican, Karen. She came from the Keane and Steele family.
Okay.
That's out of Kingston. I got Fitzgerald, which is my sister's half Irish. I got Ricky, who was born and snatched from my mother right away. My mom was a cokehead. My mom was a beautiful looking, not Tinkerbell. It was some other chick that was famous. And she had big curls in her hair.
Yeah, Betty Boop.
Nah.
I took it. Someone.
I forget, but
Yeah.
there was a chick that was famous, and everybody said that my mom resembled her.
Yeah.
I got black and white pictures that show she really did resemble her.
Yeah.
My grandparents, one was a worker, one was a hustler. So we get to like the real roots of this, right?
Yeah.
So my grandfather ran numbers. I'm great with numbers. My grandfather wore a suit. I could show you a black and white picture. Him on a block with bodyguards. Why you in a suit on a block with bodyguards? You in a candy store.
This is
He's
NPR.
selling crack.
This is NPR.
No,
Oh,
he said numbers.
Nah, he was running
Oh,
numbers.
yeah,
He was running
yeah,
numbers.
You like
Running
stuck on
numbers.
crack? Yeah, you
yeah.
good?
My bad.
This is,
I'm like, yo, the bodyguard suit.
yeah.
Crack.
Nah, but that's NPR.
Nah, that's here in the Bronx.
grandpa's
Okay.
in the Bronx.
Yeah.
My bad for
Yeah.
champagne.
So he had a candy store
Yeah,
on Jackson Avenue.
Yeah.
He ran numbers all day.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
because the bank was so big, he had bodyguards.
Okay.
You know what I
Makes
mean?
sense, makes
Everybody's
sense.
strapped, and he's always walking around in a suit.
Yeah.
Nobody else is. His bodyguards, you see them, they like in denim and a shirt.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? But he
That's
was
a little
like,
hot.
I'm a boss. I don't care where I stand. And he'd be the one to give the little kids bread and whatever. Something like American Gangster. Except this wasn't American Gangster. He wasn't pushing drugs and doing all of that. This was his version. You know what I mean? So I some of that derived to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
My father was military, like mostly his whole life. So that's why I developed structure and discipline.
Discipline. Yeah.
You know what I mean? My mom was wild, loud, crazy. Like, you got beef? No problem. You're a little bigger than me. There's two of y'all chicks. I'll crack a bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
let's get it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So I'm going to move around a little bit.
So you
'cause
think
Nah,
you,
you
but
good,
you
you
think
good.
you think you were picking up like attributes from your grandfather, your mom,
Some
your
of it you
dad,
have to.
think
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you-
I think it
you
just happens, man. It just
right.
rubs off on you.
Hereditary stuff is installed in you, whether you want it or not.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
going to do things that
I
people be
agree.
like, that was just like your dad. Or
Yeah.
that was just like your mom.
Yeah.
And in parent arguments, you're going to hear that. The mother's going to say, oh, don't do that. You do shit like your dad. The dad is going to be like, that's weird. You do shit like your mom. We inherit things. That's why, we have 52 chromosomes.
100%.
You know?
100%. Yeah.
So
there's no denying some
What
of
you
that
do
stuff,
with
for sure.
that and how you grow that, that's on you.
Yeah.
I don't believe in excuses. Oh, my mom died, so I'm a crackhead. I don't believe in excuses.
Yeah.
I'm a dope fiend because, life didn't treat me right. Life is a bad motherfucker. Life's job is to beat you the fuck up. Rocky in the 11th round. That's what life is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like even he said, it's not how much you get hit. It's how much you can
get hit,
withstand
right?
Yeah.
and hit back.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
That's one of my
Dying
favorite
is
quotes.
easy.
That's one of
Nah,
my
for
favorite
real.
quotes right there. That Rocky quote, man. It's like
It's
what?
just-
It's like how much you can. It's not how much you can get. You can hit or how hard you can hit. It's how much you can get hit and keep going.
And hit back.
And
Facts.
hit back. Yeah, 100%,
So-
bro.
Not saying you should get beat up because this is a live interview and y'all gonna see this on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you ever whoop my ass, step up and say that. Facts. I go ham. Always.
Hey man, you still looking
So-
great. I don't know where you at in the age.
I just
but
turned 50.
My brother.
February
man, you-
7, I
Bro,
just turned
you
50.
looking-
One, God bless.
Champagne Jr. is
Two,
5.
you're looking fucking great.
That boy.
Thanks.
Look at,
Appreciate
I
it.
mean, come on, man. This
I mean,
man,
I need a
this
little
man's
shape
like-
up or whatever, but I'm
It's
always
because you
grinding.
keep going, bro. You're
You
not
don't
just
stop.
sitting on the couch and just like,
Yeah,
like,
and I mean,
nah,
come
bro.
on, man. I don't know how many miles you put in on that
A lot.
bike all day, but it's
A
has to be
lot.
a
Saturday
fuck- a
alone
lot.
was 9 miles,
A lot.
500
Yeah,
pounds.
come
That's a
on,
fact.
man,
You
that's
went
a
all the
lot.
way to
And I
Stony
don't know how
Point.
much that shit weighs, but I'm sure
500
it's not,
pounds.
I'm sure it
loaded.
ain't easy. Yeah,
274 empty.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could check the schematics.
That's
See,
crazy.
that's another thing about me.
Schematics.
Like y'all know me, but for the public, I got a hashtag called Mirror Me Back. So if anything I'm saying you doubt or anything I'm saying you're like, that nigga didn't do that. I got pictures I got proof. I got witnesses. I don't make up shit.
Receipts.
My life is so busy. I don't have room to make up shit. So
Receipts.
check my hashtag. Mirror me back.
Listen.
You can find me. I found a picture. I was 17 in an 8-ball jacket, 40 below Timberlands, 10,000 on my neck, and 2 straps. 17.
Living like a cowboy.
17. I bought my first brick. 17. 18,500. Witness this. Check the prices.
Yo.
I'm 50. 17. 18.5.
This is what I love
Bro.
about you, bro. Is that you keep it so real, bro. Because you the person you became today, you wouldn't be what you became today if it wasn't for the stuff that you went through.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you've been
Definitely.
able to
Adjust
And I remember
adapt
one
and
conversation
overcome.
that we had. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but it was something about like that you told some youngins around here where it was like, yo, y'all on one block.
Yeah.
Y'all on one block. Y'all have the skills of an entrepreneur. It's just different products.
Right. So
I'm doing laps around y'all because I chose a different product. And I was like, yo, if they understood that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, the simple gem to that, once you ID with yourself that you're a hustler, the product doesn't matter. I don't care what you're selling.
That's a fact, bro.
You can sell Goya beans to supermarkets. I don't care what you're selling. Once you know you're a hustler, not a painter, a carpenter, oh, I'm gonna do everything, guy. I could fix your car and
Salesman,
sheetrock, and I can sell you. If you can fix my car and do sheetrock, somebody put you through a different mud, so you're a hard worker. Nothing wrong with y'all, but you're not a hustler. You know what I mean? You gotta focus in the mirror, and ID with yourself what you do. Then exploit that. If everybody looked in the mirror for like 15 minutes and said, all right, take away everything else, leave the one thing that I'm good at, that this is what I do, and you exploit that, my guy, nobody would have a boss. Everybody would be their own boss. Because you ID with yourself and you'll make that amazing. I don't care what it is.
Yo, I love that, bro, because that's something that we've been preaching. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we got to water the stuff that we're good at. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you're good at. So, like, as a kid, I noticed that. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm good at just the arts. I love the arts. I love anything that has to do with the arts. Videos, painting, making clothes, you name it.
My daughter Isis, excuse me to cut you off.
No,
My
good.
daughter Isis, she's 7. She's an artist.
Yeah.
I'm not taking nothing away from her. I'm encouraging her. She watches YouTube. We didn't have YouTube as a kid. We didn't have fucking internet as a kid. But,
Facts.
so she took toothpicks, cut them in half, painted the top and painted the tips, and made them look like color pencils, and put them in a little box that she made for them.
Yeah.
So they look like micro color pencils.
Yeah.
She took foam and she made a little computer, a laptop, a phone. She made a desk off of pieces of foam that she cut up. Like, she's literally an amazing artist.
Yeah.
I don't let her get a YouTube page yet. She turns 8 July 15. At 8, we're gonna figure out a YouTube page for her and art with Isis.
I
You know what I
love
mean?
that,
Bro, I
man.
love
But
love that.
you encourage
I love that.
what you're good at.
Yeah.
You don't tell her, damn, you're a good painter.
Yeah.
Now let's go play baseball.
Yeah.
Wow, that was great what you cut up. Now let's go cook.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
My son?
I talk about that all the time too because like like I was telling you before, like I'm a new father and all that, and we've had that
And
conversation.
congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate that, man. Shout out my baby and my wifey. Listen, yeah, man, I talk about it all the time because it's like I be wondering, you know, like when my daughter's growing up, what's she gonna be into? I'm into martial arts and like things of that nature, right? So it's like I would love if she went that route. And people always ask me like, "Yo, you gonna make her do?" I'm like, I'm not gonna make her do anything. I'm gonna see what she likes,
Right.
and then I'm gonna try to encourage her to
I
continue
have a
doing what she
different
likes.
opinion
And then if she wants to, you know, switch it up, then we'll go into that. You know, whatever she wants to do. I just want her to cultivate an understanding of who she is, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
and what she enjoys. So that way, because that's what I think really builds a true entrepreneur is like, or really not even just a true entrepreneur. Some people, if you don't want to be entrepreneurs, that's fine.
Yeah.
You just have to understand yourself to enjoy life and to live life. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
On that note, I totally agree, but they need to taste everything. You can't say
That's what I was trying to explain to
you
him
can't
as a
say
kid.
I don't like that if you didn't taste it.
okay,
Yo, bro, that's what I was trying to explain to Jake. I'm like, look,
yeah,
I'm not forcing my kid to stay doing one thing that they don't like
Right.
if they already tried it. But I am going to make them do things that they never tried because I want them to experience things and find
then you have a full
variety
understanding
of things that they can like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
or not like.
Or
But
not like.
You have a
exactly.
full understanding.
But yeah, you will
of what it
understand.
is.
Like, oh, I don't like that. I did that for 5 months and I didn't really enjoy it. But now you know a little bit about it. You might get into it down the line. You never know. But you gotta give them options. And you know, for me, I wasn't given a lot of options.
Right.
So that's why I preach that, because like, you know, like, bro, where was the options? I
Well,
could have done all this stuff. But
I didn't get any options.
Well, you know what that is? That's a real hustle mentality though, because it's not really. It's like you gotta do whatever. Like you gotta do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, you like we were talking about before the podcast and all that, and how we all
Bro,
know
he
like
wasn't even a
bro,
kid, but
you
you had to go
done,
straight to.
yeah, like you weren't even a kid, but you've been doing this your whole life. It's like, yo, I'm gonna get it no matter
No,
no
but I
matter what.
hustled a
I'm
lot
gonna get
as a
to any
kid.
means, right? Yeah, but like you've done. How many things have you actually done, right? Because
Yeah,
you've done
name
it
a
all.
few
Like,
things.
You've
Hold
done
on, real
everything,
quick. Name
bro.
a few things that you like sold as like in the entrepreneur thing. 'Cause I know you had multiple stores, and we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
So just off top real quick, champagne rentals. Chrysler gave me a $100,000 credit line.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. So I went back to where I played Dodge and I bought 2 Durangos brand new and 2 Neons brand new.
And what'd you
I
do
take
with
4 cars. They're like, bro, we gave you a $100,000 credit line, but not to use in one shot. What you gonna do with 4 cars? I said, I'm gonna go get 3 of my peoples and come back and pick them up. You wash them, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I made up a contract. Boom, I called an insurance company in Alabama. They're like, we give you $1 million insurance policy. Tan, tan, tan. I'm like, for the hood? You go to Enterprise, they want like your blood type and everything. They want so much for you to rent a car, you can't move around. It's not made for the hood. So you give me a copy of your driver's license. You give me $115 for the Durango because y'all dirty motherfuckers ain't gonna wash it. So you could give it back dirty. The $15. Oh my bad. It's
Nah, you
cursing
good.
loud?
You
Gucci,
good.
it's Gucci.
We got a minute.
Okay, so I charged a fee and a driver's license and cash for the hood. I made a rental that was for the hood. You don't need a bunch of stuff. Give me your money and your license. Sign this contract. So if you get caught on some crazy, whatever you're doing, you're going to jail. I'm getting my car back. It's that simple. All right, so to finish up, the car rental thing,
Yeah.
I rented Neons for $50 a day, $15 for the wash. 0 gas. Wherever you think you're going, you put that gas. Because,
You said 0 gas.
you know what I mean? I kept the hood for the hood. The hood don't fill up a tank of gas. You get close to the line and be like, I was almost there. Nah, I just gave you, say, $50 of gas. You give me back $45.99. I'm not trying to do that. So I give you an empty tank of gas and I give you a clean car. You pay me $15. So you got your Dutch guts and your cigarette ashes, and great. I get all of that cleaned out. So nobody says, oh, here's $50, $65. Let me get a Neon. Or here's 115. Let me get a Durango. They say, yo, here's 315. I need it 3 weekends from now. So I made $9,000 a month off of renting cars before I opened the door to my store. So that luxury,
Only here at the No Tomorrow Show.
that luxury paid off the whips and put mad money in my pocket because I didn't get it throughout the month. I got the $9,000 the first week. The month is booked. Now I'm just exchanging keys.
Where was this? In the Bronx?
Right?
Here?
No, right here, Haverstraw, New York,
Now y'all know.
on Main Street, in front of everybody. So again, whatever I do, there's witnesses to it. No fugazi. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lucky I'm not wearing jewelry. I was working. But I just copped a $14,800 watch. My Rolex.
You ain't gotta do that.
The Blue Submariner. So
You ain't gotta do that.
no fugazi.
Receipts.
So, or check the gram. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In
Check
the
the
box of
gram,
papers.
man.
We go shout
Box
out
of
to Graham at the
papers,
end.
champagne 515. You're ready. Enjoy your day, because you know I will. So
I love that saying.
it was good until they murdered it. Every business again, you gotta know when to peak. Not again. You guys didn't hear this. Most hustlers don't know when to peak. So the biggest thing in everything is when to say, all right, this has reached its top. I'm off this. Whether you fade it out or you clip it, you got to know that it's done.
Yeah.
So some cab driver in Prestige Taxi in 9W got stabbed. The getaway car was my truck.
Oh, fuck.
There was a bar on New Main Street. There was a big brawl, whatever. Dang, 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 shots fired. Getaway car was mine. They bringing back drugs from Manhattan in the pillars of my Neons. They caught on. So boom, car get busted, car get busted, car get busted. They my cars. At some point,
They gonna
I'm
look at-
running
they
my
gonna look into
business.
you, yeah.
I'm running my business like liquid. So I'm paid. So they said, you can't stop all these people. Stop him. So one day I'm mad tired, and I'm the dude banging on my door like, yo, I need a neon. I got an express delivery. I got to do something crazy. Just, you know me, let me do this. So I'm like, you know what? Drop me off at the crib. Because, I lived in Rockland. Drop me off at the crib. Take the car. Just try to be safe. That's all I could tell you. Boom. He gets busted.
Oh, fuck.
That car is not in the rental company name. That was my personal car. So then I got arrested for renting a car in my personal name. The judge looked at the complaint, the charge, and says, I had to go into my law book to see when was the last time anybody in the state of New York was charged with this. It's been 35 years plus since somebody had this charge in front of any judge's desk.
That's crazy. I didn't know that was a charge. Like, you
I
can't
lost
rent out
my
your own
license.
vehicle.
If
That's
you
crazy.
own a rental company, you cannot rent a car in your personal name. I'm telling you, I've done things that are just different. But again, I wasn't taught. So I elbowed my way through.
Self-made.
And I found things out, and I did them. I didn't wish about them. I didn't pick for L on the porch like, yo, if I had money, if I had $1 million, you know what I would do? You'd be an idiot and probably spend it because you took no research time into finding out what you could actually do with it. So I play numbers,
No Tomorrow
right?
Show.
I've hit 18,000, 14,000, 12,000 all last year. I hit like 26 times. They're like, yo, but what you going to do with all that bread? I spent it already. You know why I spent it already? I've gone through $140,000 in less than 6 months. You know why? Because they took long to build. Not because of my part. My part, I spent it in a week. The reason is because I do so much research and I don't really sleep. I have insomnia. So I want to know things and I always want to know more. They say knowledge is power. My guy, I don't care if you're in prison and you're by yourself in solitaire. Nobody could take away your mind. Your body got to be there, not your mind. Once you close your mind, you might as well just bury yourself because there's nothing left. Oh, this is what I do.
Yo, read
And
a
you
book.
35. This is what I do. So if life expectancy now is 70, you're telling me that you just wasted the next 35 years of every other taxpayer's money? That's insane. So I'm not even going to get into
Yo,
COVID.
Champagne, I feel like opening up like 3 new businesses right now. Like, I'm looking at like, I got a few multiple businesses right now. I'm like, I need 3 more.
I'll say there's 2 things. One, we definitely gotta bring it back to the beginning because like there's just so much that went on in your life, and it's like, bro, we gotta bring it back so everybody can understand the real picture of like, yo, listen, you been got it out the mud, and 2, like where you're at now seems like you're a little bit more settled. And you're still hustling and you're still grinding and all that. So I definitely want to bring that to people's attention. 2, you need your own podcast, my man, because you could do a 1-man podcast and I'm tuning in. That shit is going to be solid.
I'm over here getting inspired,
bro.
Listening to my guy Champagne. I'm like, fuck.
I'm like,
definitely
bro,
appreciate it.
I'm like, bro, you can keep going. You can keep going. I'm like, I don't even want to cut him off. I'm
Yo,
just
bro,
like, let
I
him
didn't
go.
cut you off, bro,
I
but like,
appreciate you.
I felt the inspiration in my heart because I know what you're saying is facts. I seen it with my own eyes, what you've been doing over the years.
Right.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, I seen you when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, this is big for me, like, to have you in the building, like,
Appreciate
because
it,
I was a
appreciate it.
kid. You gave me $5 to get ice cream one time. That's a fact. So, like, you know, just seeing the shit that you're preaching and you actually doing it, not just preaching. A lot of people like to talk
to
talk
touch
on the stoop, like you said on the L, like, yeah, what would I do if I had $1 million? You blow that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just a
But
fact.
they need to tune into the No Tomorrow Show so they know what to do with that $1 million.
But what it is obviously is because it's because of where you came from and the way you've raised and the things you've had to see and all the things you've been through. So
I want to talk about how when you were selling crack when you was 9.
Well, let's bring it back.
I wasn't.
What was the
Or
saying you
8.
said?
What was it? At what age?
I just started smoking weed at 8.
Yeah,
When were you selling crack? Bro?
You way too ahead of me.
bro, you got way too ahead. So
I'm
let's
way
bring
too
it back
ahead.
to the
So
beginning.
check this out, everybody.
Yeah, let's
So
bring it back to the beginning.
8 years old.
Steps.
I got an Irish stepfather. He beats my mom every day. He's shooting heroin. I don't know what it is. They tell me it's medicine. I find needles and shit in the living room. He got a TV that we can't watch. Me and my little sister. My little brother was born too, Carlito. So it's 3 of us. Can't watch TV, right? It's his TV. He's the boss, da da da. It was a crazy, wild relationship. So he used to leave joints halfway through in the ashtray. I took one to school. I saw him piffing, so I started piffing. You know what I mean? I got an old thing in one of my old raps that says, Cameron wore pink. I thought, what the fuck did he think? But I get it, and so I saw. So I took what I saw and bought it to Haverstraw. You know what I mean?
Yo.
I'm the first dude to rock pink out here.
Hold on. Good thing you mentioned that.
Champagne, the first dude to rock pink
Yo,
and have
listen,
you
you brought them pink t-shirts right to the Champagne store.
Yeah.
I bought my first pink t-shirt in the Champagne store.
See?
Say that.
There's witnesses to everything I'm saying.
I saw Champagne. I said, hold up. I'm doing something wrong right now. So I saved up. I know you sell your shirt for what, $5, $7, something like that.
Yeah,
Guess
it's
what?
like
I bought that pink t-shirt. I wore it the next day with the white, folded the white.
The double t-shirt.
Yeah, when you did the double
t-shirt.
Wow.
3XL. 3XL. I was rocking 3XL in middle school.
That's a
Champagne
fact.
know that because that was the style back then.
And then you bring it
feel
back
me?
to now 2022. Jim Jones, he the first dude to bring true religion to Harlem. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. It's just
Max
different
B,
people.
Max B. My bad.
Oh, okay. But in Jim Jones, we set the trends.
They same click. But
Okay, but we
yeah.
set the trends. That's what he said. You know what I mean?
He said that, but
Right.
we know it was Max B.
Okay.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't in Harlem.
If it is or
It
isn't,
was
I don't
Max
know.
B.
But he just showed proof to what I said. You know what I mean? It's just you got to do it. You know what I mean? You see it, you feel it, you do it.
Yeah.
I'm an icy guy now. I'm 50 years old. I'm an
Let
icy
him know.
guy.
Let him know.
And everybody's thinking, you know, he sell ices. But last year, this time I was driving a Toyota Prius. Now I'm driving a Beamer 650 convertible. I'm driving a SL 550 Benz. I'm driving a ML 350 truck with a Gucci interior.
He not lying.
You know what I mean?
He's selling icy and he just
it's
pulled up in the what?
The SL 550
Yo.
drop top Benz. You know what I mean?
That's luxury.
$112,000 car.
Yo, let him
It
know,
massage you while
man.
you're
Let him
driving.
know, man.
That's luxury.
If you check my Instagram, I put the other day I was just coming down the highway and felt good. I'm like, if you're driving a $100,000 Benz to work, it don't matter what happens. You know you're gonna have a good day.
Yeah.
So enjoy your day, cause you know I will.
Because you know he
Before
will.
I get to
You
work,
know
I
he
know
will.
I'm gonna have a good day.
Yo, I love that message, bro. And you said something earlier about you went from Coke to coconuts.
Copy. So bringing it back to the origin,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try to keep it short, like for the interview. So
Yeah.
I took weed to school. That made me popular. I put on people, and we all piffing now, right? So now I got a little clique, and we all piffing. I started smoking cigarettes at 12. By that time, I was a runner. So I'm jumping, but keeping it. You know,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, no,
the
let's keep
entrepreneurial
it going.
process
Yeah,
in
yeah.
my life.
Yo.
Yeah. And then where it got
My
up to
older
now.
brothers had a drug supermarket, 178 in Amsterdam. Again, you could check this, right? So Johnny and Junior ran the spot, and I can say their names now because, you know, rest in peace. I don't know if they live or dead, but I'm going to get into that in a second. So they had a drug supermarket. I get out of school in the Bronx. I go over to them. They give me a blue backpack. Give me an address. I jump on a train. I go to that address. I don't look in the bag. It's none of my business. I knock on the door. They take the blue backpack from me and give me $100 for me. I put on their blue backpack and take it back to my brothers. My brothers look in the bag, give me $100 for me. So I'm 12 years old, making $200 a day, only during school days. But I'm making a G a week in school. Now this is where the hashtag mirror me back goes, because you could check my schools, you could check whatever you want. So we take school pictures, right, where the whole class is in it. Why everybody in whatever mama put on you? Striped shirts, denims, looking all, hey, yo. Like, the little rascals, right? Why am I in a Miami Vice silk suit with a linen shirt under it? White shoes.
Because I dress myself, boy.
I'm in a group of 28 kids, and I stand out like I'm by myself. I demand respect. I don't care what door I walk in. I don't have to speak. I'm a boss. Always been a boss. So this is at 12, right?
Yo.
So at 13, they get busted. OD busted. 7 murders. So they did it together. That was the MO. Shoot you in your leg, throw you off a building.
Oh,
That way you know where it came from, right? So I witnessed this, and some of it I didn't, but it was all bad. I didn't know it would cultivate me to make me better, but at that moment, it was like, this is my life. And like Collagito and the Bronx Tale, I felt untouchable. I don't care where I'm at. I make a phone call, you're dead. You know what I mean? I had that vibe. Tell me how reality hit. So I'm in school in Brooklyn. I'm in a foster home, and so I go to school. I got a briefcase, I got a suit. Sometimes I don't. Pumas was like $40. Everybody in Pro Kids, $12. Not only did I show you I'm wearing Pumas, but I got a red one on this foot, a blue one on this foot. Let you know I got multiple of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you was doing that back in the days like that.
This is 12.
So that's not new when they put the different kit colors.
No.
My boy was doing that back in
everything.
What year is this? Is this like the 80s or 90s?
I'm 50. I don't want to do the math right now. I want to enjoy my beer. Enjoy the interview.
All I know is all the trends come back around.
But I was 12.
Let's just say it was a minute.
So the bully at the school
Yeah.
realizes I'm taking all the chicks.
Yeah.
I'm taking all the fellas because we piffing. Now I'm getting, like, I could get knob any day of the week because I got the weed and the chicks love me. You know what I mean? I'm a pimp. But I wasn't pimping them. You know what I'm saying? Figure of speech.
Yeah.
So he gets tight. He come over, lunchtime, snatch my burger. And he's like, yeah, this is mine. Like everything else in this building is mine. Right? Big dude. Look like he got left back 5 times. Right? So I don't even know what culture he was. He had like a Middle Eastern name. It'll come to me in a second.
Okay.
I never forgot it. So
This was in the foster home?
this was in school.
Oh, in school. Got it.
So my first name is Jose. I had a name buckle that said Jose. That was brass, right? So I'm wearing a 3-piece, the vest and everything, blue pinstripe suit. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing my Playboy bunny shoes. One black one, one blue one. So you know I got multiple. That was like my signature. I always had a signature. I don't know where that even came from, but that was always like a style thing in me, right? So my name is Champagne, right? The best of nothing. Remember that. But so they're telling me he's gonna beat the shit out of me. I never had a fight before that. So now the biggest dude in school is gonna beat me up. I'm like, I got you, no problem. So I had 3 shorties or whatever. So I had the name rings on. You know what I mean?
Gangster.
And I'm doing my little thing, right? Yeah. So I leave school. I go tell my brothers. Now they in and out of prison like all the time, right? So they got 5-gallon jugs of water. They're not water. They're like cement, but they got them filled with water. So they had me curling and doing all these wild exercises and do this and whatever, right? Because straight jail mentality, right? So they tell me, yo, what? And I'm like, yeah, the biggest dude in school about to beat me up. Y'all got to come handle this. You know what I mean? Like, the hell?
Yeah.
They're like, handle it. So he punched me in my chest. Johnny punched me in my chest, dumb hard. I'm like, lost my breath and everything. I'm like, what you doing? He's like, you going to get out of this suit? You going to go back? You going to handle him? Or we going to handle you? Like, so whatever you not going to go get, you don't want to come back here. It's going to be a problem. They rock solid.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, so I'm going to go change. And I don't know how, but I got to go handle this, right?
Yeah.
So I go back to the school. Long story short, class ends. The whole school waiting outside. Nobody left. So I come outside like, damn, this is it. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm like, think of something. So he comes up from around the car with his crew. He had a crew like 2 or 3 dudes.
Yeah.
That was his squad. I don't know. God came over me. I wasn't into God then, but some came over me. I took out my brass buckle belt, took it off, wrapped it around my hand. The minute he got in my breathing space, I cracked him. And on everything, like just fear, adrenaline, everything. I'm not going to say I'm a tough guy, no nothing. This is my first fight. I was full of fear. I was full of, not really from him, the crowd, the pressure, my brothers, the punch I just got in my chest. It was
Everything, man.
crazy.
Yeah.
You brought all that up. I put this dude in the hospital, never seen him again. I just kept hitting him and hitting him. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see him. I blacked out. And I'm pounding him. There's blood all over me. There's blood all over the cars, the street, the sidewalk. Yeah. Like, I don't even know if this dude got the elephant man problem right now. Wherever you at, I don't even feel bad. Thanks for the first fight, but fuck you. You feel me? So from there, I moved on. Yeah. After that, I was like, nobody's gonna touch me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a big W right there.
Yeah, the whole school, bro. They would bring me their lunch. You want 4 burgers? I'm like, I'm not even fat. Like, yo, you want my cookies? Yo, shit. You know what I'm saying?
What was your nickname when you were younger?
When I started rapping, I guess in that same era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Z100 just came out. So I don't know. I guess you could Google when they started. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But I had a Sony radio, and Z100 just came out. So guess what my name was? Sony Z. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay. And now, how did you get the name Champagne?
Well, we gotta get to that. So,
yeah.
So we go from that, right?
So from there, moving on, entrepreneurially
my
moving
bad.
on,
Yeah.
right? At 13, now my brothers get locked up, right? Real quick on the court thing, my brother Johnny got caught with 7 bodies, right? And he got hit with 100 years flat for the bodies, all concurrent. So the judge says, "You got any last words?" And in front of everybody, like on everything, he was like, "I'm gonna live those 100 years. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna kill you and your whole family."
Oh my God.
To a judge, right? So
Damn.
the judge says, "I'm gonna remove the concurrent and make it consecutive." So he gave him 700 years
Oh my
for those
God.
murders. Junior comes up, the oldest brother, and they're like, "You smart ass like your brother? Nah. You got any stupid shit to say like your brother?" He didn't say it like that, but that's me talking. He's like, "Not at all." He put his head down. He goes, "Just because you're family and just for my safety and the public safety, I'm going to give you double life." Done. Everybody looked around.
You were in court?
I got chills. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I saw this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this wasn't, they came back and told me. So I visited them once. I don't know what jail it was, but it was a max security jail.
Yeah.
I visited them once, and then that was it. After that visit, my sister got arrested for selling crack. She wound up in Elmford. It's a women's jail in Westchester. I visited her once. That was it. When I visited my brothers, I was like, "Damn, this sucks," and da-da-da-da. And I love you to death. Like, you know, without y'all, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? But from here and the sentence you got nothing else to show me. I departed, again, know your peak. I departed with them when I saw there was nothing else to eat. You can't teach me something from your dumb mistakes. Like, it's good to watch mistakes so you know not to do them.
Yeah.
But their ego was at a point where you can't say fuck the world. Look at what you got. So to tell me, follow us, my guy, I'm jumping off the bridge. You want to come with me? No, stupid, you go do that. I'll record it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not my thing. So I departed there.
Yeah.
So, but from there, I still knew everybody.
Yeah.
I'm the runner. I know everybody.
Okay.
So I started my own spot in the Bronx. I'm
Right. Yeah,
13 years old.
This is like what year you think?
I don't know, but I was 13.
Around 13 years old.
And I'm
Gotcha.
50 now.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
I'm not doing those numbers.
Yeah. But I got you now, but that's good. So around like 13 and stuff. Yeah.
I was 13 years old, spending $600 on a steel door with the mouse hole on the bottom.
Yeah.
And having it installed in an abandoned building.
And then you got the network, so you start.
So I start selling from behind the door because I'm 13.
Yeah.
I got a 25 automatic. I got my little crew, four of my dudes, right? And we would chill and eat munchies and smoke weed behind the steel door. You slide your money in, you get your product. You didn't know who was behind the door. We didn't talk. You know what I mean? No, nothing. We always kept a small radio by the door. So even if we was chatting, you couldn't hear us. You know what I mean? It's as smart as I knew then. I'm 13.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I did the best I could. I ain't gonna front. It only lasted like 6 months. They came through with the knocker, the whole everything. They blasted the door. We had a shimmy on this. It's an abandoned building. We had a shimmy on the side of the building.
Yeah.
So we shimmy through the side of the building, go to the front, and we watched the bust. They're like, "Oh, get out of here. Cops run up on us." And we're like, "Damn." And they're like, "No, get out of here, kids. You don't want to watch this. Da-da-da. It could get ugly in there and da-da-da," and push us away. I got a burner on me, and we got bundles on us. All of us got bundles on us. And we're like, "Okay, no problem." We dipped.
Oh,
Nice,
wow.
safe, clean getaway. Done.
This is before cameras, guys.
Yeah, before camera, before
You guys got lucky.
internet, before
That's
any of
good.
that
Yeah,
witness
that's
stuff.
good. I'm glad you.
Which is a perfect point you bring up.
Yeah.
Because before cameras, while this is going on, I still had to go to school. So I walked over a dead chick that was, her body was, she was pregnant. She was a crackhead. She's dead 4 days.
Oh
So-
shit.
That's the first time I got like the stench of a body.
Yeah.
Like it's different than any other dead animal. This ain't a deer or nothing. This is a dead woman with a dead baby. 4 days that the city came to get the body. So moving up, I'm renting a room on Main Street above the cleaners, and dude that had the room before me committed suicide. He hung himself. They know wasn't there. They didn't. 3 days passed. So they opened the door, like, dude's been missing 3 days. They opened the door.
Yeah.
He's hung, body stinking. Haverstraw cops come out of there, throwing up, walling.
Yeah.
So I gave my dude Muslim oil. I'm like, put this under your nose, and you could go back upstairs. Muslim oil is pure oil, no alcohol, no water.
Oh, wow.
They went upstairs, took care of the body. He goes, how the fuck did you know that?
Yeah.
At what point did you make it over here to like Haverstraw? Because
Okay.
Yeah, like, how did you end up here?
But-
like, out of all places.
Yeah, like
I
I'm
just
really
want to
curious.
touch on the trauma thing real quick.
Yeah.
So, like,
You said trauma?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, bro,
'Cause-
you try to skip by the whole, like, pregnant woman and baby, and then you said also the next shit. I was like, bro.
No,
But
that's
I
all in the
wanna
same
know,
era.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
in the same era.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
So
talking
I was
about,
13.
like, how did
So
you
now at
handle
14,
that? Yeah.
I've been going through foster homes, right? So
Yeah.
some of my discipline stuff, I wasn't born with it. It was instilled in me, right? So I'm in a foster home. There's 5 kids, 6 kids. The chick had 3 kids that were hers and 3 foster kids. So dinner served for everybody, and you eat your dinner. She would put a big jug of juice in the middle. You can't drink until you finish your dinner. So you go to reach for it, she'll hit you with a stick. Like, dumb hard. She would hit us.
Yeah.
The foster kids. We wasn't allowed meat. Her kids would have rice and beans and pork chops, steak, chicken, whatever. We ate rice and beans, period.
Oh, shit.
And then if you go to swallow that, you can't. You choke because you can't reach for the juice because you get hit. So now when I eat, I can eat a whole dinner and not sip nothing till it's done. But look at the trauma it came from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to like live through that and try to move it, mold it so that it could work for you.
Yeah. So certain. I mean, obviously that
So-
all the trauma you've been through, everything
Right.
you've seen, all that, it's molded you to who you are
Right.
today.
But so skipping forward,
Yeah.
I always looked for my mom. I didn't care I was in homes. I didn't care what she did. I always like had a thing. Go look for your mom.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, we didn't have Google search. You know what I mean? It's like literally go out there and look for her. Be on a block like, yo, you seen La Rubia? Because they called her La Rubia. She used to get fucking high and drunk and dance in the street. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for this chick dancing in the street all over the city. So I'm 14. I go visit her. She's drinking a beer. She kills the beer, right? Colt 45. Old English was back then,
Okay.
right? So she's drinking a 40. She kills it. Sends me to the store to get another one. I said, you drunk. I'm not getting you another one. She cracked the bottle and stabbed me in my arm.
Bro,
My mother.
Damn, bro.
It's still here. Scars don't go nowhere. You feel me?
Yeah.
So what do?
Yeah.
Somebody who hasn't been through what I already been through will go screaming. I took the bottle out and I knocked her 4 front teeth in. My mother never put her hands on me again. You know what I mean? So there's certain things, like it hurts like as I'm saying it.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that they're forks in the road. That could lead me to be just like her. That could lead me to be a crackhead, a cokehead, an alcoholic, or whatever. My father was an alcoholic. My mom was a cokehead and an alcoholic. I had choices. Like you said, you got options.
Yeah.
There's always options. What do you do with them? You know what I mean? So moving forward, Mari, my army daughter, she's eating dinner at my mom's crib because, again, I always kept some type of touch even after that. This is after my brother's funeral. My little brother, I found him after 12 years, moved into Haverstraw with me on 3rd Street, graduated North Rockland, moved to the Bronx, got himself a girlfriend, got himself a job, went to put DJ equipment in a car. Some dude shooting heroin, 70 miles an hour in a Chevy Blazer, jumps the curb and smashes his head in.
R.I.P., man.
So he's a vegetable.
Oh.
So I signed the papers to unplug him. Like, if his brain shrunk to the size of a pear,
Yeah.
what are we really doing? Just suffering the body so y'all can get paid?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, that's crazy.
It's all a business. Everything's a business. So I always look at everything from the business perspective. Some people get mad. Oh, you cold-hearted. You don't got feelings. If there's a number next to it, why would I have feelings? Numbers don't have feelings. My grandmother died of lung cancer. They chopped a breast off. They chopped another breast off. They took a lung out. They took another lung out. She died. How much money did you get from all of that when you could have just let her die? My brother Nathan died, Albany, like 4 years ago, I think. I'm not positive, but a few years ago, full body cancer. He ran for mayor of Albany. He ran for governor of New York. He graduated Harvard University. You know what I mean?
shit, huh?
Like,
Damn.
my guy, we're not dumb. The blood screams we're bosses. It's just what people do with it. I'm an icy guy, but don't underestimate my intelligence. You know what I mean? I chose this because a good example, Walmart is the biggest retailer on the planet, right? Since we're in a business show, right?
Yeah.
They have 31% return. They never talk about that. I'm slow and steady growing, but I have 0% return. I got a simple motto. You pick it, you lick it, you bought it. Nothing come back. You don't go, I don't really like this. Can I get a blueberry? Fuck out of here. You can buy whatever you want, but you're not giving nothing back. There's no exchanges. You know what I mean? So I didn't jump to a Shark Tank or something like that. So somebody could say, here's $2 million. Now you work for me. I work for me. I don't need investors. I've done all of that. Some of my dudes made bread with me. And, you know, whoever sees this, you know who you are. Yo, here's $1,000 for some mattresses. Cool, I got a plug with mattresses.
Chips, too.
I made my own chips. I had a car club. What was on the front of and there were chips made out of rice cakes. So I'm totally different. And I'm healthy, which in this era, it would probably do better than it did then. Back then, you want the grease in your hand from the washed potato chips and whatever.
Yeah.
But what was on the cover of the little red bag that had the apple cinnamon chips in it? My 350Z. What was in the cover of the blueberry chips? My boy's Jetta. You know what I mean? I had a car club, and we made our own chips, and we promoted ourselves.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I've tried everything.
I remember you telling me that. You were like, one of your homies hits you up like, yo, bro, I got mad tips here.
And I don't know what to do with it.
About this? And you like, give it to me. I'll
Yeah.
flip it. I was like,
I don't know what to do with it.
Even
I know what to do with it.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I don't care what you bring at me. I know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Because
Bro, I want to sell chips now.
I
too,
ID
like.
with myself. I'm a hustler. The product don't matter.
Yeah.
So fast forwarding some of the trauma things, so you understand, like, my life is real. You know what I mean? I'm not a silver spoon kid, and I'm not a Jay-Z story either. I didn't come out the projects and become a billionaire yet. Keep that word in mind.
Yeah.
So moving forward, the drug game was crazy. I've been locked up 16 times. Most of it is assaults and stuff like that because my boys will start trouble. I end it. I don't leave something dwindling. I don't want, when I see you, I catch you. You know, it's on sight. You're in my sight. We're going to end this now.
Yeah.
I don't care which way it go, but we going to get it popping. And I lived that way thinking I was one for all and all for one. No, it's one for all and then you're left with one. You know what I mean? So when you're in trouble, you in trouble. When your boys is in trouble, you there for them. I'm not saying that in every situation and every whatever, but that's most of what I grew up in.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
You know what I mean? So, like, in Haverstraw, fast forwarding, I ran into some beef. No problem. Same background, same everything. See this to the finish. You got guns, I got guns. The whole, everything. I'm talking high level, real beef.
Yeah.
People that I didn't expect came out the woodworks. One of my mans, let me rephrase that, because one of my mans means that you already, that's your dude.
Yeah,
This ain't my dude.
Okay.
This is an associate I know from far away. Went to the old police department. Y'all remember when it used to be on Maple?
Yeah, right there by the
They had junk cars. He kicked the car in the bottom, the trunk open. Boom. He pulls out a Mossberg. He's like, I got you.
Oh, shoddy.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Now, you understand when, I ran guns for a little bit, you know what I mean? In my little teenage years. So I actually bought them to Spring Valley when they had knives and switchblades. And I'm like, the fuck is that? You seen these? Like, yeah, life was different, right? My little brother was with me a lot. He had a 25 automatic 7-shot. I met this big dude. I don't mean to go off course a little bit, but it's in the same thing. He met this big dude, right? So he's piffing an L on the steps at Eric's store. And dude comes up on him like, yo, I like your jewels. You know what I'm saying? Your necklace is lit. And he's like, yeah, great. And he's like, what you want to do for it? So he stands up, pulls out the 25 automatic. He's like, what you want to do for it? Now, my little brother's 12, weigh like 80 pounds. Dude weigh like 260. And he eclipsed the moon. You know what I mean? Little 25 automatic, not necessarily going to kill you. It depends on how it travels and what you do with it. But he pulled it out. Nah, me and your brother, mad cool. I swear on everything. it was like the Frosted Mini Wheat commercial. You're a man, and then you flip over the frosted side, and the little kid come out in you. The little kid came out of him.
I've never seen that commercial, man.
Oh, yeah. So they show a dude in a suit about to eat his breakfast.
I mean, it makes sense.
And
it
then
makes
he
sense.
poof.
Yeah, I got you.
The whole tough guy thing is gone.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? By that time, I had like 7, 8 dudes running. I had 4 watchers. My guy, I let everybody eat. In the Bronx, if you sell a bundle of crack, it's $65 in there. $15 is for you. $50 comes back to me. Because we sold bottles. I come up to Rockland, they got little bags with some squishy shit in it. I'm like, what is this? And they're like, yeah, that's crack. No, it ain't. You know what I mean? And they're like, this costs $10. And I'm like, this costs $10? This costs $10. So I took my crew from down there, brought them up here. That's how I got introduced to Spring Valley, because I was in a group home in Nyack. My boys were from the Valley. You know what I mean? So that's how I got into Rockland. I'm moving up. I'm like 17. I moved at work. But at first I wasn't moving work in the Valley. I had 2 spots. I'm chilling. So I go to the Valley to piff L's with my dude and relax. Because they welcome me, and that's what we do. So we all drive cars, right? So in my glove box, I got like an O, a bud. In your glove box, you got an O, a bud. We switch cars, jump in each other's cars. Yo, what's good? You just go in there, pull out, roll up. Nobody counted nothing. Nobody, this is mine. No stinginess. You know what I mean? We fam, piff. We only have one rule. You can't take none with you. It's that simple.
You gotta smoke it now, boy.
Right. You gonna jump in my car and smoke? Great. So, but before the car, I'm in a group home. And again, I'm a knucklehead. I'm from the streets, right? So I go to Manly Chevrolet, a dealership in Nyack, used to sell Chevys, around the corner from the group home on 59. I'm telling you addresses so you could Google it. You feel me? No fugazi. So I put $5,000 down on a Beretta GTZ. I'm in a group home. They're like, you even have a license? I'm like, nah. Again, this is a get rich or die trying moment. Right? When 50 went to get the Benz, I did it with a Chevy Beretta.
No license.
I'm 18. I'm like, nah. I'm like, but I'm feeling the whip. I got bread. The car was like 18,000. I got 5 on it. You need more? Like, give me like a week. I can bring you like another 5. You know what I mean? And he's like, nah, you wildin', shorty. Slow down. Get yourself a permit, and I can work it out. I jump in a cab in Nyack. I take the cab to the Bronx. I pick up my dad. My dad finds my paperwork. He always stored paperwork. Finds my birth certificate, everything I need. He takes me to motor vehicles. That's on Tremont Avenue at the time. So I Fordham now. It was on Tremont. I take my permit. I passed. Take a cab back to my dad's crib, drop him off, take a cab back to Nyack, buy the whip. Same night. I mean, it's all red with red rims. I'm stunting. I'm chilling, right? Go to Valley, piff a couple L's, come back, hide the car. You can't have a car in a group home. Under the bushes that were chopped in the neighbor's backyard, I made a deal with the neighbor. I threw him $500. I had a motorbike. I had my motorbike under his bushes. So when it's time to get around, I go under the bushes, get my motorbike. They can't see me. I'm out, right? So the hustle's so real. In the closet, in the group home, in my room, because overnight I had to show some type of income. I'm working in a convenience store down the hill in Nyack. It's a 24-hour spot. So I used to hook up my guys with beer or whatever, you know what I mean? Do my thing, look out for them, but I also looked out for me. So they're like, yo, since you've been working, the store's making my money. It's not really making my money. I was buying the stuff and filling my closet in the group home. So if you out of your cigarettes, I got you. You need munchies, I got you.
So
I was selling on every level.
This
isn't straight crack dealer mentality. You know what I mean? I sold anything. Everything. So to backtrack real quick and show you like a quick example, I got in trouble because I'm always in some type of trouble, and I joined the Boy Scouts. I'm like, y'all can't penalize me, send me to Spofford, because I just became a Boy Scout. So Boy Scouts right away, boom, here's a box of chocolate. Go sell that. Like fake Snicker bars. So cool, I go to my dad's block. My dad's drinking with his boys. They're all veterans. Vietnam War and stuff like that. So they're all drinking. I go over there. They're like, beat it. We don't want no fucking chocolate. You know what I mean? We drinking. But get rid of the kid. Buy all the chocolate. I sell the chocolate. There's a candy wholesaler that I know maybe 10 blocks away. So I took the bread, went to the candy wholesaler, waited 2 days, went back on the block, sold real Snicker bars for $2 a pop that cost like a quarter. got back that bread, gave the Boy Scouts their bread. They're like, you did a great job selling those cases. I got my bread. And at that time, I was like, hell, like 10. You know what I mean?
Nah,
So
Champagne,
this
you
just
are something else.
this just
bro.
been you forever.
Right.
That's
Like
a fact.
I'm getting to
Right.
it. I'm getting to it. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how I'm
Exactly.
getting to it. I'm getting
There's
to
money
it.
in it. I'll be right there.
Yeah, I mean, and then obviously your store embodied that, right? So like, all right, so we're going from we move away from the Bronx. You get up here to Niagara. You know, you're bouncing from foster homes. Shit been crazy this whole time.
And group
you
homes.
obviously in group homes,
Yeah.
and you obviously been wild and you've been in the game. You're doing your thing, but you're getting chicken. Then where does that lead you into getting to
legal.
the store? And getting legal. When does that happen?
So-
Like I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna start going this route. And then like obviously we know your store embodied that whole hustler mentality. Your stores was like, I'm still grabbing, I'm still flipping,
Yeah.
I'm still, you know what I'm
Facts.
saying, doing
Which-
you know what, selling
Buying
video
video
games.
That's
anything.
the store.
Yeah.
And get into the ices, what you brought up in the beginning.
Yeah.
I tell these young hustlers, I'm around more blocks than sidewalks. Every block
Say-
got a sidewalk.
Say it
Yeah.
again, bro. Say it
I'm
again.
around more blocks than sidewalks.
Yeah.
I push more white than all of y'all together.
She's talking about sugar.
Only
man.
difference,
Sugar.
I went from Coke to coconut. The boys saw me before, and I vanished right in their face. You could look dead at me, and 2 seconds later, I'm gone. You don't know which way I went. What you don't even realize that you saw me. You question yourself. Was Champagne standing there? Now they customers. They pull up. I'm like, what you need? And nothing against the NPD. Like, you got to do what you do.
Yeah.
I'm older now. I appreciate what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because not all of y'all bad. You got your, whatever. But it is what it is.
Where'd you-
One and all, we all humans at the end of the day.
Where'd you get the name Champagne?
My lifestyle.
Like, but what
I
was the
can't
moment?
tell you.
You can't
Yeah.
tell me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bro,
The
that's
way
an
I pictured it
exclusive.
was that you went to this club one time, like with all your people.
Oh, you wanna
and
talk about a
bought,
club?
Like,
Nah.
like 10.
You want to talk about a club? No, I'm
I
not
wanna
that
talk
dude.
about how you got the name Champagne. Don't leave this.
I'm not that dude. I'm not the by the bar out guy.
Yeah.
I'm the
You-
guy that respects the bar
Either one,
owner.
and you buying the champagne bottles.
I'm not that guy.
Nah.
So
No.
real quick, I went to Club Carbon, and it's called Exit. I don't know, but
Almost had him.
it was called Carbon at once. Jay-Z's there, P Diddy's there. He orders like 14 bottles of champagne, right? Jay-Z did. So I'm like, anybody could do that. So I get a bottle of Don P, and I get a bottle of Moet.
Yeah.
Bottle of Don P is 400. Bottle of Moet was like $150.
Yeah.
I popped the Moet. I'm sipping Moet all night. I never opened a Don P. Don P, to this day, swear on everything, is in my kitchen. In a little window that goes from the kitchen to the dining room.
Yeah.
I still have the bottle. $400. I never opened it.
For how many years you got that bottle?
Bro, it changed names like 5 times at club.
Bro, that bottle gotta be worth bread right now.
Like
man.
maybe, really, maybe, I want to say 98.
I don't
Jay
know.
was
Bro, I'm like you,
huge.
bro. I like collecting things like that, like
Yeah.
like memorable moments. You know.
But I
like,
did it because in my head I said, that's a dumb thought. You're spending $400 on a $100 bottle.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna keep it. You know, right now you got kids spending $2,000 on kicks
Yeah.
that are $200.
Yeah.
So same idea, different time. So speaking of clubs,
No.
I'm 13.
Champagne.
I'm in the back of a strip
I
club,
don't want to tell me.
up and down strip clubs on Hunts Point,
Yeah.
selling coke to the strippers. So when I say I had no childhood, I got naked chicks, pussy, titties, ass, everything in my face. And they're like, there's my papi, and slap me with their titties. And I'm serving them.
Yo. Son.
50s and 100s of coke. I'm serving them. So
Straight raw
I
and
can have
uncut here at the
whatever
No
I
Tomorrow
want.
Show.
As far as women go,
Yeah.
yeah, my fault.
Nah, man, it's valid. It's valid. But listen, y'all some great people for sure. Y'all keep getting off the topic. Let's get. So we go.
He
from,
didn't tell me where the name
That's
Champagne
not
come
coming,
from.
man. That's an exclusive. We're gonna have to get that on the next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really dig that one up. That's
Yeah.
one of those things where that's my name. My son's name is Armani Champagne Jr.
That's fine.
Like that's
Yeah.
my name.
Bro, my
And
name
that's
is Little Champagne.
his name.
On
Like,
Twitter. No cap.
Well,
Bro, I swear to God.
his name is his name
Yeah.
on his birth certificate.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, come on, bro. But I'm trying to let you know, bro.
So that's
that's a
how
fact.
much that
Look.
that is.
Yeah. So, but at what point in your life
So-
did you decide, like, all right, man, I'm gonna stop hustling. I'm gonna stop hustling drugs. I'm
I
gonna
got
get
one
into
name
like,
for that. That's why I was kind of saving it.
yeah,
I got one name for that, and you're gonna bug out when you hear it.
Ooh,
Vimari.
yeah, it makes sense.
My daughter was born. I was in jail. I couldn't get it back.
Yeah, yeah,
My baby mother gave birth to my daughter, and I couldn't be there.
Hmm.
To this day, I don't really know nothing that hurt more than that.
yeah.
My father had a heart attack and died in my lap. COVID killed my mother 2020 in one day.
R.I.P. man.
My other brothers are dead, like straight dead. Nothing hurt me more than my daughter being born and me not being there.
Yeah,
I'm in a cage, full of rage, and couldn't get that moment no matter what I did.
yeah,
I thought I spent the rest of my time after that making up for that.
yeah,
Nothing could make up for that absence. That absence it's forever. You can't change it. You can't bring it back. You can't. No voodoo, no nothing. I can't convince myself. I can't nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You know, to keep it a buck, right now, me and Marty haven't talked for like 2 years. We met at my son's wedding. It was a brief conversation that sounded like an ending. Breaks my heart, but again, you gotta know when to peak. So I did all I could to that point and let her do her.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't want to speak on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel
know
you.
what
I
mean?
feel you. I feel you.
But you do what you can
Yeah.
as a parent, and with what you know,
Yeah.
that's the important part. With what you know.
Yeah.
Because if I knew then what I know now, I was a kid raising a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
But-
did what I did. I bought my crib at 36. She bought her crib at 26. Great.
Fire.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
I copped the whip at 18. She took a little longer, but she pulled up in a Scion. So she caught it quick.
Yeah.
I think she was like 19. I don't remember when she had the Scion, but it was early.
Yeah.
It was, I do, you do better. At one point in an argument, she said, I don't know if it's an argument, it might have been a talk, but we talk strong to each other because we're a lot alike, so we bump heads a lot. So she said, whatever you do, I'm going to do it better. I'm like, that's the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you
As
think
you
you hurt
should.
me with those words, baby girl, go do that.
Yeah.
Go do that.
Yeah. That's only gonna make you
that's
proud.
all the parent wants. That's all
Right.
the parent wants. Yeah,
So-
I feel that. I feel
No
that.
matter what era it was in,
Yeah.
that's what made me
And you
change my whole
raised
life.
and you raised a beautiful soul, man, because we
Thanks.
know who she is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she was actually my brother's best friend growing
Okay.
up. And like, so I used to see
Yeah,
her.
I raised her alone.
Yeah. And so I used to look at her and be like, yo, I want to be like Monty too. Like, she cool
Yeah,
as
that's-
hell. Cause like, obviously, like her father's champagne. Like, you feel me? Like, the flyers on the block with the chinchilla. Like come on, bro. So like,
Nah, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, Marty's family now for sure for me. So like, yeah, I've expressed that to her. Like, yo, same way we used to look up to you back in the day. We used to look up to Marty the same way. Like, yo, Marty's out here in the streets getting it, son. We want to be like that. But
But the funny thing with her, she wanted school clothes at one point. I was like, I got you. So she's like, give me. I was like, nah. Jump on the icy bike.
yeah,
Go sell it to your friends. Keep the money.
yeah,
She made like $1.50 that afternoon.
yeah.
She parked the bike. Was like, this is great. Let me know when I can do this again.
Marty's a hustler.
I'm getting my own money.
yeah.
So she dipped to the mall, had fun or whatever, and that was the thing. Fast forwarding to right now, fast forwarding to last Saturday, to keep it really a buck. Y'all want right now? Right now?
Yeah, we
So
need
it's like,
that. No tomorrow, so.
No tomorrow means do it now, right?
Yeah.
Right now.
Saturday I went to a concert that was a bomb, a fail. My daughter's 7. I'm like, you want to hustle with dad? She goes, yeah, what I got to do? So I'm like, these are bottles of water. I got mad water. So I'm going to fill up the cooler with water. I'm on 9W. It's a highway. You're going to grab 2 waters. You're going to go like this to the traffic. And when they pull up, my customers, whoever pulls up, you tell them I got water for $1. How many you want? And you could keep the money. So I told a little Spanish. I told a little Spanish. I said, tengo botella de agua peso. ¿Quiere uno? And the first guy that came up to get ices, she goes, tengo botella de agua peso. ¿Quiere uno? And she ran off. So I served him icy. He dipped. I told her, You stare them in the face. You get eye-to-eye contact until they break.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You don't have to say nothing else. I got $1 bottle of water. Do you want it? And you wait until they break. Y'all need to remember that. Don't do that, yo. I got that.
With confidence.
I got
With
that.
confidence.
If you stare long enough, Superman, that thing, laser eyes, you can associate it to whatever you want. Stare them till they break. Eventually, everybody breaks.
And we be doing that champagne at the Palisades Mall when we got the kiosk there.
Yeah.
We be like looking
Yo,
at the
I can't
couples coming
front. I
out.
saw that
Like, you
kiosk.
having a
I was
buy?
like, yo,
Yeah.
this is everything.
You seen it?
I
Yeah.
stopped what I was doing and went over there.
Oh, I remember you passed
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you're not gonna buy this hoodie for your girl? Like, she wanna buy it, she needs this. And she, boom, get him right there. Next, it's all about the eye contact, like you said, and being confident.
But even if they say no,
Yeah, bro,
That's a
fine.
break.
That's
Yeah.
fine,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, somebody's gonna break, and we gonna get, bro. I'm talking about we taking kids' last $20 in dollars, in single dollars.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we'll take that too. Yeah, here's your.
I run a dollar
They're like,
business.
you only got $20.
How many
yo,
y'all-
I'll take that.
I run a.
But yo, Champagne, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I run a dollar business.
I got work.
How many of y'all go in your mom's car, go in the change holder, go in that drawer, go in that room? I got people that come out the shower, run downstairs with a half a towel soaking wet. Yo, don't go nowhere. You know what I mean? You create an urgency.
Yeah.
But finishing up my daughter's story, she made $100 in her little purse.
Yeah.
Her first $100, 7 years old, on 9W, selling water.
Yeah.
Yo,
As long
I
as
love
your
that,
ego
bro.
don't take over what you think you are, there's money everywhere.
I hear you.
I love that, bro. That you teaching them early, man.
Yeah.
Because like kids, like you said, just dabble.
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna be their thing. Like you
Right.
said, like, oh, you like art? We gonna do a little bit more art. Yo, I
Yeah.
think you might be a little entrepreneur, low key. Here, try to sell this. Oh, make eye contact. Now she might like that too, and she could add that to the art.
Once she saw a couple bucks, she was like, "Oh, I got this."
Oh yeah, trust me, she gonna get it.
Well, they got that hustler gene, dog. They got
They
that
got
hustler
the
gene.
champagne blood,
Yeah.
but yo,
But that was the big thing for you, like the big change. It was like
Marty
your
was born.
birth,
I couldn't
yeah.
get it back. I come out of prison. I can't get a job because I'm on parole.
Yeah.
So I went to McDonald's. Like everybody else, I ain't never too proud, right? So let me show you how quick this moved up. I go to McDonald's. I'm in McDonald's 2 weeks. It was just so parole could say he has a job, stamp, right?
yeah,
Over there, they tell me, yo, there's a warehouse in Nyack called Pavilion. They hiring. They pay double what these people paying. Cool. I dip over there, boom, get the job I'm on. I'm doing what I do. 94, so like 2 years go by. I'm mastering what I do. So I crash a forklift into a steel beam. I'm in a coma for 38 days. I got a plastic stomach, my spleen, my duodenum, my foot, and my intestine, whole midsection crushed, right? So I'm still me. So I'm wearing 15 gold rings at work. You know what I mean? I'm still me.
Yeah.
So the last thing I heard was, "Oh, take his rings off because his hands are gonna swell." I clenched up my hands like, "You ain't taking my rings."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I died. They come, they revive me.
oh shit.
I put me in an ambulance. I die again. They get the paddles. So once they get the paddles and they go to blast me with the paddles, I woke up. They blasted me into infinity because I woke up 38 days later in a hospital in a coma with 60 staples hanging out my gut.
Yeah. So we'll
Man,
get to
like
it.
like you said, bro, you live like 3 lives,
Yeah.
and you've seen a lot, and to see like how you conduct yourself now, and the way you move today,
Because there's always options. I could have bailed on life whenever I felt like it.
exactly, bro, and that's all I want to say. I'm proud of you, and I love to see the growth, man, because like you said, like options, man. You could have been a crackhead, you could have been still a drug dealer, you still could have been, crying about, yo, why this not working? Nah, man, you
And I was
figured
raised
it
in
out,
death.
and
Yeah.
you
And you still getting to it.
and you still getting to it. Like,
You
you one of
still
the
doing your
people
thing.
that's like, yo, I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep readjusting. I don't care what's happening. We gonna keep this
When
ball
people run up on me
rolling.
and say how I'm doing, I tell everybody the same thing. I'm grinding like every day is my first day. You know that first day on the job?
Yeah,
You know that, oh my God, I'm here. Let's hope I don't mess this up.
Yeah.
Mixed with, I got this, and it's my first day, and I'm a murderer, so that way they know who I am.
yeah.
It's that, and it's
Yeah.
every day. Every day.
What's that quote that you always be posting to that thing on the wall? You know what I'm talking about? That graffiti? It's like something about like the rent is due every day for success or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Life isn't given, it's rented.
Yeah, something like that. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's
Success isn't rented,
it's a really good one.
Yeah.
But
the rent is due every day.
Yeah, success ain't owned.
It's rented.
He'll pull
It's
it up.
rented.
And the rent is due every day.
Is due every day. That's what it is.
day.
Yeah. Success not owned is
Success
rented.
ain't owned. It's rented.
And the
rent is due every day.
Yeah, man, and that's what you embody. I think that's the type of mentality that we embody as well. I think that's what the show embodies. Listen, man, we all been getting to it today. We realized that Champagne's life, as he was saying in the beginning, is a life of many men. So we come to the conclusion. We reached the time limit for the podcast. Unfortunately, we need to do a number 2.
Yes,
we need to do a number
I
2, and we need to do a number 2 soon.
They want to see a part 2,
and we need to do a number 2 soon because, like, honestly, we got into the crazy stuff as far as like how all the things you've seen, the way
There's
you've
different
been brought
aspects
up.
of hustling.
Yeah, and honestly,
And it's
just
not all
like
good.
all the trauma you've been through, man. Like you've been through
Right.
mad different
And we
shit.
wanna
You know
talk-
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And the way that molded you, and the way that that created you to be the person you are today, and and to be the kind of man who's still out there getting it every day, grinding on that bike every day. I know that was really important for everybody to hear. So we do appreciate you sharing all those stories
for me,
with us.
I appreciate you having me always. Like, you guys are amazing. I didn't want to overdo it, but for the viewers and for you to understand, like, true hustling, or everything I just told you was the growth and the instillment and the discipline to go through real life things, because life happens every day, and then mold that and use that to your advantage. Take out from it what you don't need, mold and sculpture what you do use and need, and be the best you could be.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
That's beautiful.
I fuck with that.
That's beautiful.
But the story ain't over.
The story ain't over.
Not even a little bit.
And I want to
story
say,
ain't
man,
over.
listen.
The fun part is coming.
This
Y'all saw the bad part? Y'all heard the bad part? The fun part is coming.
Ghost riding the whips
I
and shit.
promise you the fun part is
my
coming.
childhood self is super proud of myself and happy to have Champagne in the building.
Yeah, bro. This a big
is
moment.
legendary.
This is a big
And
moment
how
for
we
us.
go
We
back
happy.
and forth with things I did and things I got and things I whatever. Just to prove a point to all of you out there, whatever I did illegally, I have nothing to show for that. I got pictures and proof I did it, but I got nothing positive to show from that. Everything that I got that it was ever fun, enjoyable, lasted long, was awesome, was legit. Just to put that out there.
And that's a beautiful
Everything
gem right
I
there.
got that was amazing or is great was legit, was legal. You enjoy it so much more.
Cause you don't gotta look behind your back. You don't gotta worry
Chill.
about nothing,
Yeah.
man.
Here's my hair.
And we
That's how
can't,
real that is.
And we can't wait to hear the rest of that because,
Yeah,
like,
I can't
honestly, we know that, we recognize that. I mean, the people who know you know that, and I'm sure they recognize that. And yeah, man. I mean, we appreciate you coming by today. We can't wait to do it again, bro,
Let's get it.
and finish up the rest of it.
Awesome.
Hey, where can they
Have a
find you,
wonderful night.
Champagne?
Yeah. Shout
ready?
out your IG and all that, man.
Before
Everybody
we
gotta
jump
follow
into
you.
the second one, Champagne 515, and that's, bro, CHAMPAGNE. My name isn't Sham with pain, okay? It's Champagne, like the drink, all right? So Champagne 515,
Yes, sir.
my business, if you want to see how I do and what I do,
That's a fact.
it's the simplest thing in the world.
Catch him on 9W in
You
front
know?
of the was it Ideal?
Ideal Supermarket.
Ideal.
That's
He's
a
there
fact.
My
every
IG
day
is Ice
hustling.
is Nice, so yes it is. My company is on my leg. It's that real.
Yo,
That's a fact.
Everything's dedication.
Yo, we got it tatted
You
too.
gotta
You
tell
dig?
you.
Yeah, you know,
we got
that's
it
what it
tatted
is.
too,
Let's
you
get
dig?
it, man.
See,
Nah,
for all
that's
of
a
y'all
fact.
we just showed y'all tats of what we believe in and what we do. So if you could eat and breathe and really engulf what you want to do, there's no stopping you. The only thing stopping you is you.
That's a fact.
Start today, man.
That's a
the No
fact.
Tomorrow Show.
And what's
we
the
here.
saying? And what's the saying?
Oh.
And enjoy your day, because you know
Because
I
you
will.
know I will, baby. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Yo, we appreciate you, brother.